Salams and welcome. Beautiful quote by Jalaluddin Rumi. Listen to silence. It has so much to say. And we're in the series of looking at quotations by Rumi and motivational quotes, thought for the day. If you can see that, I don't know if you can see that. Right, so quotation, listen to silence. It has so much to say. That means silence is talking. What is the sound of silence? You know the fabulous song in the, I don't know, it was in the 70s or 80s, I was growing up, the sound of silence. You know, look at it, I can't even remember the tunes of the word. Fabulous song. Okay, it was redone again. Okay, right. Let's get to it. So listen to silence. Sometimes, there's so much noise in the environment. When you go to a function, there's so much noise. Everyone is talking at the same time. And you find there's a cacophony of sound. All that sound hits you, get a headache. You cannot listen to everyone's voice altogether. But that's not the silence that they're referring to. The silence that they're referring to is not the noise in the traffic or the noise in the function. The noise is your own noise, your own voice. Sometimes we are talking so much, that we forget to listen what the other person is saying. And some people, they are so impressed with their own voice, they just want to hear their own voice, right? They talk all the time. They don't give other people a chance to talk. They go to any function, they will just talk for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. They won't give another person a chance to talk. And in this particular case, the person who talks all the time will not be listening. So the whole point here is take time to be quiet, take time for a moment for rest, sit on your balcony, sit in the garden, sit in a quiet place of the room, and think. Thinking is a very important part of being silent, especially when you got a problem. If something is bothering you, you got to sit down, you got to allow your brain to be totally silent. And we spoke about the various brain waves. You have the alpha brain wave, which is active, the beta brain wave, the theta. The delta is when you're in a deep sleep, the brain goes very slowly. But the beta brain waves are beautiful because that is a time when you are thinking deeply about the problem. You are in a total silence, you are thinking and pondering, and then your subconscious brain is working, and before you know it, you'll get an inspiration, you'll get an answer to that. But it won't come immediately. It depends on the difficulty of the problem. Sometimes the answer may come the same day, sometimes it may come a week later, sometimes it may come a month later, sometimes it may come years later. But when you get that understanding, it'll be a eureka moment. And like Archimedes in Greece, when he jumped into the water, he found the solution of displacement of mass. So in the same way, take time for silence. And sometimes, we have a lot of idioms that say silence is golden. But Ali radiallahu anh said, silence is the best reply to a fool. Right? In this case, it means sometimes you may get someone who wants to debate with you, or someone is just making a mockery, or a very argumentative person. And you may be so tempted, your ego is telling you, your nafs is telling you, I want to put that person in their place. That person is talking absolute rubbish, right? So you want to risk, and you know that if you're going to debate with that person, you will win that debate. But Ali radiallahu anh gave us a fabulous advice, and he said, in that particular situation, keep your mouth quiet. Silence is the best reply to a fool. And many times we find that our tongue causes more problems for us. If you don't move your tongue, then there's no problems. But unfortunately, we are human beings and we tend to talk, and sometimes we say the wrong things. This does not mean that you mustn't talk. Yes, go to a function, talk, laugh, joke, be whatever you want. Sometimes you got a story, tell the story to everybody else. But if someone is talking, try not to interrupt that person, tell that person, give that person opportunity to say the whole story. But what I find absolutely fascinating, there's a big difference between man and woman, as what I've explained previously. I haven't got the picture of the brain here. The corpus callosum, the left side of the brain and the right side of the brain. Men can only do one task at a time. Men cannot multitask. Women can multitask. And you'll find a gathering of women, and I find it absolutely amazing. When men talk, one will talk, the others will listen. And then the man makes a joke and they all laugh and they give each other a five. But women have this amazing thing. One doesn't talk and others listen. Women, they all talk at the same time. I don't know how they manage it. Everyone around the table is talking at the same time. They're all listening at the same time. And they're all laughing at the same time. And I'm looking and I'm saying, how do they do that? How do they do that? So women are absolutely amazing. And they can multitask, right? So listen to silence. It has so much to say, and silence can give us wisdom that we don't find it anywhere else. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah.